Perfect reversal and a sharp drop in silver prices last week. I had told you go long only if you see it trading beyond 2090 and 2100 zone. Failed to break past 2090 levels. We have seen sharp drop and retracement in silver prices. Now I hope you all profited. I had told you also below 1980 you can see a good drop for 1940 and in fact 1920 1900 levels seen. Yes, it has achieved 1900. I hope you all profited. Now, what is going to happen this week? We will see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. And in the end, I will give you the trading levels and strategy. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Missing on this channel to subscribe, definitely you are missing on the profits. Don't commit this mistake. Daily analysis which I share early in the day with the Isha session, definitely it will help you in your day trading decisions. Do not miss to subscribe this channel. So let's start the day, and this is the daily charts of silver. See, on the daily charts on the near term you will find this is the highs of this channel and this is the bottom of this channel. The bottom of this channel again situated at around 1800. Now these 1800 levels are very strong resistance zone. I have told that silver is going to 1800 from 2400 2200 levels. I had given it a shout that silver has to drop and it is looking forward to lower levels. It can go back till towards 1800 and still there is room for it to drop. Remember, those who watch my analysis regularly must remember that I had given that it has still some room. I will show you this in this analysis also. Why do I say so? But before that, see, right now on the daily charts it is trying to trade in this channel. Highs of this channel 2100. It failed to break past 2100, sustain beyond 2100. Somebody asked me that on the monthly charts it is showing a morning star candle. I told him that yes, only if it breaks beyond 2100 you can confirm that this is a reversal indication. This is a morning star indication. It may rise, but see, it perfectly failed to break those levels and try to drop on the same side, the bottom of this channel, again at 1800, trying to trade with little bearishness. Now this is on the daily charts. Also look at this, the resistance there at 2000, which is now going to be the pivot and stronger resistance at the same time. Now look at the near term time frames, and on the near term time frames if you see, this is how it is trading higher lows here. So now also this zone, which is precisely at around 1880 levels, you have to be watchful of this zone at 1880 and 70. If it breaks below 1870, definitely one can go short. One can expect that we are looking forward to 1850 first support and then 1800 as the next target. Be watchful of the zone at 1870 and 1880. This is on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. Look at the last two candles of the 4-hour charts, precisely taking the support close to 1900 levels. So yes, if you see it trading beyond 1910, go long, then 1920, 1930 and 1940. Remember 1940 levels again. This is going to be a stronger resistance. Trading above 1940, you can expect for it to directly land to 1960 and 80 levels. So this is another observation. Definitely a stronger resistance at this zone is what it is going to get at 1980, 1990 levels. So this is what we can see on the 4-hour charts. Now let's have a look at the weekly candle. On the weekly charts, first consider these three candles. The bottoms are almost aligned. And now next week the candle is going to start here. Then this is the support level which you should watch out for, precisely at 1880, 1870 levels. Be cautious of 1870. If it breaks below 1870, then it will call for a stronger drop which might take it till towards 1800. See, last week we had almost higher highs and almost low lows. So see, the highs are not well defined, but see, this is kind of a Maribojo candle, which is a standalone flat top flat bottom candle ending in a bearish note near to bottom. Indicates that it may continue or sustain this small momentum, but only if till the time it trades above 1870 levels. Now look at the weekly charts. Also on the weekly charts it is trying to trade in this channel. The highs are done. It is looking forward to the lows which is below 1800, and I will be cautious of 1870. If it draws below 1870, you can expect a strong bearishness where one can look forward to 1850 and 1800 levels. In fact, 1780 cannot be denied. But this is on the weekly charts. Also, I have told you why these levels are important, why 1800 is important. See, there was a liquidity gap on the weekly charts. It has completed this journey till here. It has completed this journey till here. But it can again fall back into this zone just to retrace a little further and may bounce back from there. This is a very strong resistance zone at 1500 to 1800 levels. This is going to be a very strong support zone for silver now. Also look at the weekly charts on silver. It is trying to trade in this channel. This is a long term channel and the bottom here is almost at around 1780 1790 levels. Let's be watchful there. And now look at the monthly. Now look, monthly candle is trying to take a shape. It is seeing the higher highs there. It is trying to see the higher lows. The probability for it to get a support at 1850 is very strong. 1850 should provide it a good support. So in fact next week if you see it trading or dropping below, in fact at 1900, yes, you can go short and then expect it to hit at least 1870 should be a very strong support. If it breaks then 1850 and below 1850 you can remain bearish. It is going to achieve lower lows and we are going to look at 1780 and below levels. Now what should be if it breaks and sustains beyond this zone? See, first why 1800 is important. Look at this here. Monthly candles, multiple candles getting the resistance precisely at those levels. It must give it a good support. And then 1700. So these levels are again going to be very important for silver and it can try to come back to these levels once at least. So let's be attentive there. Now let's have a look with the help of the indicators. Indicators on the 4-hour charts, trading at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, trading at the bottom of the channel. There's resistance there at 1960, very strong. Be cautious and watchful of this. Beyond that 1990 and 2020 levels will come into picture. 2040 is the next resistance zone. Right now it is trading at the bottom out there. Probably we can see a little retracement. Directional movement extremely bearish. Stochastic extremely oversold on the 4-hour charts, can bounce back. MACD is bearish and it is divergent. RSI on the 4-hour charts is oversold. Now look at the daily chart. On the daily chart, the resistance there at 1960-1980 zone. This is the 50 period moving average. Remember, it is trading below the 20, 50 and 100-200 period moving average. Beyond that, 2020 levels will come into picture and then 2040 beyond that it will fly high for 2100, which is a very strong resistance zone. So right now it is trading below the 20, 50, 100 simple exponential and volume weighted moving average. But at the same time on the daily charts, it is trading outside the Bollinger Bands, which is indicative that it is trading extra bearish. It can come back a little on the upside. And what should be those levels? Definitely 1940 is a good resistance zone and then 1950 and 60. So in between 1940 and 60 you have to be extra attentive because it can achieve those levels in reverse. Now look at the directional movement. This is bearish here. Stochastic on the daily charts is oversold. MACD on the daily charts just crossed over 3 candles apart. It is divergent. It is indicative of bearishness and it may continue in the bearish zone. See, it traded in this bullish zone for a little while. This is diverging here, indicating coming bearishness in the coming days. RSI 2 is looking downwards. And if you look at the weekly candle out there, on the weekly charts passing beyond 2100, silver has got its resistance till 2300. I have told you several times 2300 levels is the strongest resistance. So yes, even if it may drop in near future, maybe 6 months, 1 year down the line, you will again see it trading above those levels. Just be watchful. Directional movement is bearish. Stochastic is overbought and looking downwards again. It is near to overbought, now looking downwards. So this is also indicating that probably in the coming days we can see it hitting the bottom of this channel and trade in red. MACD is bearish, willing to converge, but it is not willing to cross over on the buy side. RSI is looking downwards too. Likewise, if you see on the monthly chart, similar is the observation. 2020, 2200, very strong resistances in between these, and then 24, 2300 will come into picture. Directional movement is bearish. Stochastic is oversold And if you look at the MACD, this is also diverging and it is bearish, and RSI 2 is looking downwards. Now we are seeing the charts, we are seeing the indicators. Time is to define the trading levels and strategy for next week. And see, we have to define both the levels, where to go long, where to go short, and where to find the resistance, from which levels it can reverse, it is which zone you should watch out for. Everything we're gonna find out before I give you the levels. Yes, if you want to learn the same art and technique on how to trade profitably, you can join my mentorship batch. 15 days lifetime support and 90 minutes daily is what you get, and definitely it will help you become a profitable and proficient trader. Else you can join my signals group, or just you want to support the channel, become a patron. It hardly costs anything, but it means a lot to me. That is the support for the effort which you can give. Definitely the daily analysis which I release on multiple markets commodities takes a lot much of effort. Do support the cause, do join the and become the pattern out there. The link is mentioned in the channel and video description. You can join me through Telegram or email also. Reach out to me for more details. The links are mentioned in the channel and video description. First, let's talk about the levels to go long. Yes, you can go long at 1920, rather I will say 1918 itself. Yes, you can stay long above this. One can expect 1930, 1940. See, every $10 you have to be attentive till 1960. Yes, every 10 points, not $10, every 10 points you have to be attentive. It can reverse any point of time. It is a two directional move till here. Two directional move means it may try to trade bullish, but ultimately till 1960 there is a possibility of reversal. And if you see it trading beyond 1960, then probably the next target is 1980 levels. And if it breaks 1980, I will look forward to 2020, which is going to be a very strong resistance zone. Beyond that, directly one can stay long, one can expect it to achieve 2050 and 2100 levels. On the upside, see, if it can drop, it can rise also at the same time. So this is one observation. Just be cautious and attentive till 1960. It can reverse and retrace, but you can till that you can trade with the stop loss at cost, or you can trade with the trailing stop loss, such that in case of a reversal you can enjoy your profits out there and your trade closes in profit. On the downside, just stay short. If you see it trading below 1890 levels, go short. Wait for 1870. This is going to be a very strong support at 1870, and if it sustains below 1870, we may see 1850 and then 1820. In fact, 1800 levels can be seen out there. Below that also there is a possibility that it can break till towards 1780 and further below levels. Be cautious of 1870 here. Be cautious of 1870. It can reverse from these levels. Be cautious of 1870. It can again try to trade upside, again achieve 1940, 1950 zone. Hence, you have to be cautious of 1870 to 1850, rather I will say in between. Till the time it is between 1870 and 1850, it can bounce back. Always take the trade with the stop loss at cost, and always put a trailing stop loss so that it can close in profits. Once this target is done, you can aim for next target, but close either the complete trade and take a fresh trade. You can pull out the profits, trade with the initial capital, and likewise first you have to get the capital out of the markets and trade with the profits only. Trade accordingly, trade profitably. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training related queries. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals group, join my patron page. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.